Your crypto funds may be at risk if you use this exchange or wallet, and Cardano releases some incredible numbers. This is your Altcoin Buzz news. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody Buffington. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when we drop our latest content. Follow us on Twitter at AltcoinBuzzIO, and as always, this is not financial advice, and we wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures. Bitcoin starts a new week in a precarious position after experiencing its most extensive losses since November. In a major come down from 10-month highs, Bitcoin lost around 10% before the weekly candle closed. At around 27,600, the culmination of a grim few days for long traders means that Bitcoin is now caught battling for the last month's support. Market participants are in two minds as to how the situation might play out. Some are betting on a deeper downside, while others remain confident of retesting those multi-month highs. Catalysts may come in the form of United States macroeconomic data releases later in the week, while markets are also gearing up for the next Federal Reserve interest rate decision. The latest data from the Binance order book meanwhile showed resistance increasing at 28,000 according to monitoring resource material indicators. This was an attempt to push spot prices lower in order to fill bids at more appealing levels. This week's macro triggers come in the form of corporate earnings and economic data releases in the United States. These will center on GDP and jobless claims on April 27th. Corporate earnings will also continue, while looming on the horizon is the May meeting of the Federal Open Market Committee, at which the Fed will decide on its next interest rate changes. According to the CME Group's FedWatch tool, consensus is now overwhelmingly in favor of another rate hike, further pressuring U.S. banks and the wider financial system. The chances of another 25 basis point hike currently stand at 85%. Michael Saylor shared a video on Twitter yesterday from the World Economic Forum on the environmental benefits of Bitcoin mining.
The key problems we're focused on emission reduction is called flaring. Flaring happens either in the oil field or in landfills, where you have this waste stream of gas that's associated with oil production or happens from decomposition of landfill. We actually build, operate, and manage these mobile and modular data centers that we co-locate on location with these waste sources of energy. And then we use those waste methane streams to power these mobile modular data centers.
What's funny about that video is they say data centers when they're talking about Bitcoin mining. My question for you guys today is, how does this week look to you? Bullish or bearish? Let me know your reasons in the comments down below. Telegram is widely recognized as an advocate of digital assets and has lately been working to expand its presence in the sector of cryptocurrencies. Users of Telegram who make use of the wallet bot were informed today of a new feature that made it possible for anyone to purchase, withdraw, exchange, and make P2P transactions utilizing Bitcoin. According to the recent notification, users can now perform multiple operations with Bitcoin through Telegram's web interface, while an app-based update is currently under development. This action expands upon the already popular services surrounding cryptocurrencies that are now available within the chat program. The notification also served to inform users that the platform's exchange had been modified, and as a result, they're now able to instantaneously trade Bitcoin, Tether, and Telegram Open Network or TON with one another. Telegram's most recent decision to launch peer-to-peer trading for Bitcoin and to broaden the scope of cryptocurrencies is a big step forward in the company's effort to become a key participant in the fast-developing world of DeFi. It'll be interesting to observe how Telegram and other chat-based applications like WeChat, WhatsApp, and Messenger evolve and adapt to the suite of changing requirements and expectations of users all over the world as the popularity of cryptocurrencies continues to grow. Volume on Synthetix is surging after the decentralized exchange started distributing Optimism tokens. Average 7-day volumes on Synthetix soared to 115 million from 51 million, while 7-day average fees doubled to $90,000 from $45,000. According to a Dune Analytics dashboard, most trading activity took place on Quenta, a Synthetix-based exchange for decentralized perpetual futures. Users trading on the platform will be eligible to earn OP tokens for 20 weeks. The first few weeks are the ramping up period. 10,000 Optimism tokens will be distributed in week 1, while rewards will increase to 10,000 per week in the next 2 weeks. From week 4 until the end of the program, 300,000 OP tokens will be handed out on a weekly basis. In total, Synthetix will hand out more than 5.3 million OP tokens, worth approximately $12.8 million during the course of the program. Investors are buying up governance tokens of perpetual protocols, with the assets outperforming Bitcoin and ETH this week. Synthetix SNX token is up 4% in the past 7 days, while the DYDX token, another key player in the perpetual swap space, saw its governance token increase by 9% during the same period. And GMX, the token of Synthetix's primary rival, climbed to an all-time high this week. Early signs show that Ethereum's seamless Shanghai upgrade has spurred institutional investors into staking. Mikhail Milanovic, analyst of Ethereum blockchain developer firm Consensus, says top institutional-grade Ether staking service providers have already recorded about 3 times larger inflows in April compared to all of last month. Some 80% of inflows happened after the Shanghai upgrade went live on April 12th. The Shanghai and Chapella upgrade started April 12th, enabling withdrawals of some 18 million tokens worth $35 billion, previously locked up in staking contracts. After the upgrade, ETH's price rallied to $2,100, its highest level in 11 months, defying earlier concerns that unlocking could lead to significant selling pressure and price crash. The token has recently dropped below 1900, aligning with a broader crypto market decline. Allowing withdrawals also reduce the liquidity risk associated with locking up ETH for staking, which has kept some investors at bay before. Milanovic said, "We expect this to naturally increase staking rates after the initial drawdown of ETH from long-term validators." According to a survey by Kiln, an institutional-grade staking service provider, 68% of investors said they intend to start staking or increase their staked amount after Shanghai. The survey was conducted in February before the Shanghai upgrade. Thomas Day-Fuak, Kiln's co-founder and chief operating officer, said the firm experienced a fresh wave of interest in staking, even from traditional finance firms, saying our sales team noted 60% more in deals in the pipeline than the same time last year, including from traditional institutions. On April 24th, Kucoin notified its users that the Kucoin Twitter handle had been compromised for about 45 minutes. It also added that fake activity posted on the social media account led to asset losses for several users. However, the losses were minimal to around $22,000, and the exchange said it would reimburse victims. The company confirmed that only its Twitter account had been hacked, and it had managed to regain control over it quickly. Furthermore, they identified 22 transactions associated with the fake activity, including ETH and BTC. They said, "To prevent more users from being harmed, we are currently examining and blocking suspicious addresses." The Kucoin team said it will be implementing additional security measures to fortify the protection of its social media accounts. Also, crypto wallet Trust Wallet has disclosed a security vulnerability that resulted in nearly $170,000 in losses for some users. The vulnerability has been patched according to the company, and Trust Wallet found out about the issue through its bug bounty program. A security researcher reported a WebAssembly vulnerability in the open source library wallet core in November 2022. New wallet addresses generated between November 14th and 23rd, 2022 by browser extension contain this vulnerability. The company said that all addresses created before and after those dates are safe. The breach resulted in 2 exploits that led to a total loss of nearly $170,000. Affected users will be offered a refund and gas fee assistance to cover the cost of fund transfers. The company urged affected users to create a new wallet and transfer their funds. Users with vulnerable addresses will be notified through the Trust Wallet browser extension. The latest Cardano network statistics have just been released, and they paint a bullish picture of the platform's progress. Input Output Global, the organization behind Cardano's research and development, recently shared its weekly development report for last week. The latest team behind the new Cardano wallet is improving the application's code and UI, addressing the CIP30 error handling issue, and adding a feature to manage multiple dApps easily. The Hydra team worked on smoke test improvements, fixing developer tooling, and enhancing the API for voting use cases. To facilitate community discussions on governance, Cardano invites community leaders and groups to run their workshops on CIP 1694. Financial support is also available for those interested in hosting a workshop. The report unveiled a striking infographic that captured the ecosystem's remarkable growth and achievements. The platform has seen the launch of 124 projects, the creation of over 8.15 million native tokens, and 7,783 Pluto scripts in action. Additionally, 1,227 projects are actively building on Cardano, while the network has processed an impressive 65 million transactions. The Arbitrum protocol recently hit over 200 million transactions. Experts claim the protocol's mainnet Arbitrum 1's performance is the reason behind it. Initially, Arbitrum garnered significant interest when it announced the release of its long-awaited token airdrop. The protocol even surpassed Ethereum in terms of daily active addresses due to the excitement surrounding the event. However, as time went on, the buzz surrounding the Arbitrum network began to dwindle. Subsequently, the decline in hype around Arbitrum resulted in a decrease in network activity and transaction volume. Additionally, the brief period during which Arbitrum surpassed Ethereum in terms of daily activity was dismissed as a singular occurrence. The extensive adoption of the Arbitrum protocol has corresponded to a significant rise in the total value locked in its smart contracts. According to Artemis data, except for Ethereum, the Arbitrum protocol has outperformed most other projects in this regard, with its TVL reported to be 2.2 billion. Although Arbitrum's protocol experienced high activity, the same cannot be said for its GitHub. Token Terminal's data showed a significant decline in the number of active developers on the network over the past few months, and the number of code commitments to Arbitrum's GitHub has dropped by 51% in the last 90 days. If this trend continues, it could take Arbitrum longer than other protocols to introduce new features and upgrades, potentially leading to a loss of its dominant position in the market. Despite the positive performance of the protocol, the overall sentiment around ARB has been negative. Sentiment's data indicated a sharp decline in its weighted sentiment over the last few days, accompanied by a drop in the velocity of the ARB token. This decline in sentiment and trading frequency caused the price of ARB to plummet on the charts. That's it for Altcoin Buzz News Update. I'm your host Cody Buffington. Thanks for watching.